to the next before the deadline actually lapses. Now, also, as we mentioned, you don't have to join the classes late, especially when you're supposed to be in bed. Sometimes you can just follow through the recorded sessions and you ask questions if you don't understand anything. Now, today we want to look at, before we look at, let me just give a chance to one person to just say something, then we can do some small scratch project before we start looking at, we are going to look at Moro. We are going to learn how to use a software called Moro. Anyone has ever used Moro here? Just let me know. But let me give a chance to Benjamin. I see your hand is up.
Hello, Teacher Solomon.
Hi, Benjamin. How are
I
you?
finished my project this evening.
Perfect, perfect. I like to hear that. So you can get it ready. We shall share a link for submitting the work tomorrow morning, I think, or before the afternoon.
Okay.
Now,
Thank you.
welcome. So let me just first, as I told you, every day we shall be doing some for a little bit, a few minutes before we jump into the other programs that we are supposed to have. New, some of you may be familiar. You start using, before we start sketching animations, which is also going to be interesting, we want to look at, let me share my screen here. So we want to look at something which is interesting and which was done. This is an idea from the Scratch team. And I'm just going to do it together with you so quickly before we move on. So we are going to look at how we can do a mouse trail. A mouse trail using Scratch. Who has an idea of doing that? Who can do a mouse trail?
I beg your pardon?
A mouse trail, something which is like, okay, have you ever seen stars falling in the sky? A star, have you ever seen a star falling from the sky to the ground?
No.
Okay, let me show you how, yeah, I've ever seen it, and I want to show you how that, let me share with you how it looks like and also the experience. So what I'm going to do is, I just want you to delete the cat. You can always bring it back if you want.
Teacher,
but
I wanted to ask, do we also do this in Scratch?
Yes, do it in Scratch. We are just going to do for a few minutes. Then we shall jump into something else.
So what do we do now? I'm going to rewind the screen.
Okay, just choose a star. So let me choose a star here, or I can just type here to look for a star, which is here. And let me see my star here. Yeah. Okay, perfect. So when I get my star, I want to say, I go to when green flag is clicked, I go to events. You can choose any event. Yeah, I want to use this because I know this is available even on phones. So when green flag is clicked, what I want this star to do is to keep creating a clone of itself. So let me show you, we have already tackled during the explore stage how to use the clone. And so when I click the green flag, there is a clone. I want this to produce a clone, as you can see. When I click the green flag, it produces a clone. So I want this to be done forever. And let me see if I click green flag. Now it keeps on making so many of them. So it's continuous without even stopping. So after doing this, I want this to now go to the mouse pointer. So I go to motion, and whenever it creates the clone should go to my, you see, even when I say go to random position already, the experience has started. But then I want it to go to mouse pointer. Yeah. So let me first restart, and you see. So now this is, I can just go with my mouse pointer and they will keep on following me, and I can make the paintings with just this code here. So this is now what you've done here, you've ensured that whenever the green flag is clicked, clones are made. And after clones have been made, they are following the mouse pointer, as you can see. Wherever the mouse pointer goes is where the clone goes. So now the next thing is to now do the control. So what happens here, the clone has been made, but then what happens to the clone? I see Mina and Einstein, your hands are up. Please unmute.
Excuse me, teacher. We are using an iPad and it doesn't have a mouse pointer. So it cannot work the same way yours is working. What do we do?
You can, let me see. You can create, you can make it to go to random position for now. Then as we are still looking for, but when you move your hand on the touchpad, doesn't it recognize it as a pointer?
No, it doesn't.
Me, this hand here, I move it on my phone and it recognizes as a mouse pointer. But when you use, try to use random position for now, and I see what you have.
Teacher, on random position it works.
No. Teacher, on random position, just random stars keep on coming anywhere.
Yeah, but for now you can have that since you're using, if it doesn't allow, but on a phone or tablet, I think it should allow the mouse pointer to be the touchpad, or maybe while moving your hand, there is always a pointer on your screen. So after that, now what I want to do is to go to control, and I say, when I start as a clone, this is now deciding what happens when it starts as a clone. So when I start as a clone, I want to point in any random direction. So let's say I go to motion and I look for point in direction. And then instead of just saying 90, I go to the operators here and I get pick random here. And then I point in any random position. So when I click the green flag here, it points, you cannot see where it's pointing here because the star has no sides, but when we change the sprite, as I'm going to show you, you're going to be able to see that. Let me see if you had selected random position, what you're able to see. It keeps as if it's moving, tilting, then it makes that. So, but then after going to the pointing in that direction, what I want you to now do is to move some steps and then maybe change the size and maybe change the ghost effect. That's all that the program is very simple. So I just want to move maybe 10 steps. and maybe I go to looks and I change, let me see what I can change. Can I change the size? Yes, let me change the size maybe by -7. And what else can I do here? I can also change, let me see what I can change. Let me see what happens first when I do this. Okay, nice. So now let me bring the forever here and I see what happens if this is inside forever. See? So that's how some stars fly in air. And this is just a simple code that can bring about that. How about if someone used the random position here? Let me see. It would also bring some cool animation. So now moving away from that, let me just stop this. And I don't want it to do it forever. So I will use the repeat here. So I come to repeat maybe only 10 times. After repeating this, then it deletes the clone. So I go to control and I let it delete the clone here. So when I say green flag here, let's see. Sorry, I didn't say, I said create again instead of delete. So I have to delete here. And now when I say green flag, so now you don't have so many clones following. So it's now one star which is flying. I see Sebeliva, your hand is up. Do you want to unmute?
Teacher,
Yes.
I'm not seeing when I start as a clone.
It is under control. You go to control and it's just down here. It's the third last when you've gone to control. You have to ensure that your star is highlighted here in order for it to appear.
I've seen it.
All right, nice. So here we can also say, let me try to go to looks and I change instead of color, let me try to change color effect by 25. And I say green flag here. Keeps on changing the color effect when I move it. So these are some of the effects that you can put in your games, in your projects to make them a little bit appealing. So when I change, let me try to change let me show you when I change the ghost effect. You can use all effects here and see what happens. But when I change the ghost effect by maybe 5, okay, let me try start by 25 and I see. This is not so clear. So when I put this to 5, let me show you what happens. It keeps as if it's fading into the transparency as it's moving. Someone sees that when it comes closer, it's seen, but as it's far, it's not being seen. Just like in real life, some things which are far are not so clear and things which are near are clear. So what if I put here? I think 5 is the best. Let me try 4. Okay, then. Makes sense. So you can play around with that. Now, after that, then you can also try out making it to change. I said you try out all. Let me show you what this does. a little bit of the same. How about if I put, if instead of 10 moving, let me first remove this and I just put turn motion and I turn 15 degrees here. Let's see what will happen. So in this case, I say green flag. Something weird is going to be happening. Hold on. So you see, it changes the effects. Now, how about if I put change X? So you try out all these blocks. When I remove this and I put change X instead of the turn, green flag, see? So let's try out that. Let me just take first, I see Christian's hand is up, then also Benjamin. Let me start with Christian.
Can I share my screen?
Okay, you can, let me give you a chance.
Okay.
And screen share within 1 minute. Make sure you don't go beyond a minute.
Okay. I made this, and when you click it, the color changes, and when you click space, also the color changes.
Wow, that's
Different colors, it can pick different colors.
awesome. That's awesome. Now let's let's try to change. Let me
stop.
change the let me go to my costumes here and I change this from a star. Let it be now. Let me add another sprite here, which I want to add add a cat because we had a cat initially. Let me have a cat here and this.
There are people making incredible, powerful pieces of work.
Okay, then I come to Benjamin. Also, I had forgotten that. Let me put cat here. And then you see what happens. You can even put the cats and make them to change costume and play around and see what happens. So if I had a change color effect here, change color effect, what would happen? So you can always change, even come to costumes and change the sprite from here. So let me hear from Benjamin, then we summarize this.
Teacher Solomon,
Yes.
is it okay if I can screen share what I've done?
All right. Let me give you a few seconds to do that. If you still haven't understood the concept, then you can also go ahead and ask. Wow, that's beautiful. So now I know everyone will have a Christmas project done using those beautiful effects. So you can also try out using the, you can say change X by negative 10 and see what happens. It's all about trying out and see what happens. And if you say change Y, you can also say change Y here. There is a lot that you can do. If you say change Y, by -10 or +10, it's upon you. We'll see what happens. Okay, that's just like an opener. And as we said, we shall be looking at some of these tricks every day before we do other projects. So now we are going to learn Moro. Who can guess what is Moro? Or is it a new word for some of you? Let me see. I see Mina. Mina's hand is up. Mina, yes, please unmute.
I'm next to Charles Einstein, and I think Muro is the place where we're going to start doing web designer, and those things of HTML and CSS.
No, not quite. So if you can't guess, then I'm going to do it for you. I'm going to guess for you. Let's give one more. Let me just share with you some link here. I'm going to share with you a link to Moro. Moro is a platform for designing. Yesterday we were looking at the user personas, but then after learning your user personas, when you're going to start working as a team, and when you start identifying problems and ideating the solutions to those problems, ideating is just like coming out with so many ideas that can help mitigate that problem or maybe reduce on that problem. So let me share this link with some of you. Let me see. Let me just get the link for you. And let me stop sharing Scratch now. And let me share the screen for Moro. So now this is Moro, which we are going to be using in our design thinking. And while developing prototyping, when we start developing prototypes for our projects. So let me just give you a link. Copy this link here. Then just share it in the chat. So you follow that link and create your account, then you will be in. Use that link in the chat. And then you will be able to access, after creating an account, you will be able to access this platform here, which we are going to be using. I'm going to teach you how to use it, so you don't have to worry. Let's give it some minutes, and as some of you are still getting them, getting your hands on the link. I see Trevor, your hand is up.
Teacher, when it asks for work email, we just put our emails.
Yeah, you just use your emails. We haven't yet created for you. I think with time we shall create for you the emails, which are at creativechild. To be for the organization, in order for you to access more functionality. So for now, just use your email to create. If you don't have an email yet, then it's okay. You can just follow through what we are going to teach. Then we shall help you create an email after this. I see Karen.
Excuse me, teacher, my
Sorry, I lost you. I can't hear you.
My connection had gone off. Can you please re-explain this whole process?
We are just starting, so we just want you to click that
Chaka,
link in the chat and then follow that link. Pardon? Let me reshare the link, maybe, for those of you who had lost connections. So as you're still joining, let me give it just maybe a minute or two. And then I see Christian, your hand is up. Had you just forgotten it? By the way,
Teacher, I didn't forget it up there. Teacher, I wanted to ask, do you also make games and apps on Moro?
yeah, we make apps. We don't make. Moro is not for games, but you can make prototypes for games using Moro. So it's going to be an amazing
Or is
experience.
Moro for coding? Is
No,
it
it's
for coding?
No, it's not for coding. Okay, now I see 4 people have already joined. I see
So Moro, you can make
Nina,
apps.
Gifts.
On Moro, teacher, on Moro, do you make apps?
Yeah, we shall show you how to. There is a lot that you can do with Moro. Let's try to hear from Josiah, Alex, and Maria as well. So those who are just joining in, the link, let me share again.
Excuse me, teacher.
Yes, please.
We've put in our Gmail, but it's saying new to Moro. Create an account.
Yeah, you create an account, I think, using your Gmail. You're supposed to create an account. Let's
Okay,
hear
teacher.
from, let's hear from Benjamin.
Teacher Solomon, I do not have a Gmail, but I used my mom's, but I didn't enter Moro.
What do you mean you didn't enter Moro?
Like it didn't tell me to enter. It told me that this account is a Google account, not a.
Yes, you just say okay. When you're creating, you don't have
I
to.
didn't create one. I just put it there.
No, you have
on
to
the
create an account.
Okay.
Cool. Let's get to hear from Mina and Einstein.
Excuse me, teacher. I've signed into Mora. Okay, that the program, but it says that I can't access it because I have to open it in. Is it iPad app? It has refused to open.
Oh.
Is it possible if I share my screen?
Yeah, you can share your screen.
Moro.
Okay, teacher. It's saying that. Now I don't know what to do.
What happens if you don't have the app? Get it from. Why don't you install the app? Click on open in. Click on get it from App Store.
Isn't it possible to do it online?
It should be possible. Me, I'm doing it online. I don't know why yours is failing. Why the iPad is failing, because on my phone it just accepts me to, even on my computer it
Join.
accepts the online platform.
Yes, it's here.
Okay. Okay. Shall let me just follow through. I'll find a solution later.
And just follow through. Let me give the last chance to Josiah. And,
You're acting like a
yes, Josiah.
Shall we join Moro?
Oh, you've joined Moro. That's nice. Congratulations. So,
Teacher Solomon, I've joined Moro now.
congratulations. Congratulations. I'm so happy. So you can always, the rest, it's not easy for all of you to just join at once. And I can see Josiah's team is already moving around the cursors. And yes, so, so just try to familiarize yourself with Moro. And when you see, so I want to show you the functionality. On your left here, on your left, we have the first icon. It has tools, the way you have seen Scratch. Even Moro has just its tool for painting here on the left. And the first one is here is to add text. If I want to add a sticky note here, I just get it, then I click on it to change the color. Sorry, let me just take this down. Let me.
That is the teacher's cursor.
Yes, I should.
So when I have this,
I should use.
this sticky note here, I can change its color by clicking. When I get it from here, other tools will open up here. Sorry, who is not muted? Okay, nice. Maybe they had forgotten. Yes, Trevor, I see your hand is up. Let me first hear from Trevor. Sorry, I forgot. I skipped you.
Teacher, it is asking me to create, it's asking me the workspace name and telling me to invite members.
Just click on this link that I've shared. When you follow that link, you're going to be here where we are. Samuel says, sir, I just joined, my network is not good. May I know what this is? So Samuel, yesterday, if you went through what we learned, we were learning about user personas. So today is the continuation. We are going to be looking at how we can use this platform to come up with the prototypes for our innovations that we are going to be building throughout these 2 weeks. You can come up with the prototype of the website before even you build the website or of any app. And I think we are also going to teach you how to come up with, if you're going to develop a mobile app, we shall teach you how to make something which looks like an app in form of a prototype before you even start the programming without using code. And so this is one of the platforms that we are going to be using for this. Now, you can use the link in the chat to also create an account to access this platform. So I was saying, let me first delete this. When you go to the left here, the first tool here is the text. When I click on text and choose, you can choose the size of your sticky notes. If you want the round sticky notes, they are here, the last one, then you bring it here. You can just click on it, then bring it here and increase the size through the edges here. And then there are these other tools that are here, which you can use. This is to edit, or maybe to switch to the sketch. Then this one is to zoom, and this one is to reduce the size of the words, and this one is to add text. This one is to change color, and this one is to put borders on your sticky note. And then this one is to edit anything to the sticky note. So let's try to change color here. If I wanted it to be that color, I could choose that color. So all your ideas should have different colors. And if I wanted it to be green, I can choose green. If I wanted it to be this color, I can play around using the color. So there's a lot that you can do, but for now, let someone leave my my cursor. Otherwise, I'm going to disable people from moving the cursor. So let's first understand. Now, let's not play with the cursor for now. So if I have this and I want to add text, I just click on text and I can just put here, add my text after putting T here, then I can choose maybe the font to Adele, and then I maybe, so Christian, don't move. So if I just put here, this is, let me say, this is Trevor. I can type anything, and I can even change the font size of this whole text, or reduce it or increase it like that. So I can duplicate this, by the way. So you can right click on the, let me see if I right click here on the Moro, and I can decide to lock it or unlock it from here. Then I can add comments. I can delete it from here. What about if I wanted to, let me see, I wanted to resize, should have a copy. Duplicate is here. When you right click, there's duplicate here. And when I click duplicate, another one is going to come here. When I click duplicate again, I can have so many of them, and I can move them all over my screen like that. So that's it for how to use this first tool. This is the tool for sticky notes. So right click to delete. When you right click, you delete, or you just click on it and then click delete on your computer, or you can right click it, then you look for delete, which is always going to be down here. So if I remove this, delete is the last one here, and then if you did put it by mistake, it's going to go away. Let's look at the next tool. So here, if you are, these are just like shapes, drawing shapes, just like we had in Scratch. Let me just get, if I wanted to use this to draw maybe, let me try to draw a head of a person. So this can be used to draw people, personas, in form of sketches. And if I put a border here to be green, and then I increase, this is to put the border, this is to increase the width of the border line, so that it's a little bit bigger, or this one is to make it dotted or solid color. So you can use some tools here, which will always come here. And if I wanted to add a pointer which is straight here, I can put this here, and then increase its width also, or maybe the thickness. So, okay, not the thickness is, let me see, stroke color, switch type. If I want it to be curved, I can just try to move it like that, then it can be curved. And so depending on what you really want to draw or to come up with, these are just tools to help you do that. So for example, if I had this one is curved. If you want to have curved arrows to maybe point wherever you, or maybe do the sketches, you can use these tools here. We also have shapes here. As we know, if you may need the shapes as well to make the sketches, or maybe the prototypes. Now, then we go to the star. These are just like icons that you can put. For example, if you're building a a system which has a mobile phone and you need to show that the mobile phone is there, you can put it there. Then you increase the size through by just clicking at the edge and moving it to increase the size of the phone. The computers are here, money is here, every tool that you may want. If your app is a shopping app, you would need to have such tools on the app. And there are so many, we can't really use them up. And this is someone riding a motorcycle. This is an aeroplane. This is a bicycle. So many of them, which can help you if you're building and you want your app to be bringing a keyboard. There are numbers here which you can use. So let's move on today. As I'm speaking, you can be trying out. To see if you can sketch. Use the shapes here to sketch them. Then these are frameworks. If you're building a website, your website is going to have. I'll show you how a website looks like. But it can need, or if it's an app, it may need like layouts. So I saw some people who are building educational apps. You want someone to just all the links of all the courses to be here. Then someone, when clicks on it, it goes to that course. So they can be like framework. They can be in form of these boxes and that's how they appear on the screen, such that someone just clicks. The way you see Windows 8 or Windows 10, you just click and then your application is selected. So a lot that you can use here. We shall be looking at how to use each of them when we start building our projects. Then this is design. To make the designs here now, for example, you're coming up with the user persona, you're doing your research and you need to put in, to fill in the information. These are some of the tools that we are going to be using. They are not so difficult. They are not difficult at all. When we start practicing, you will see how easy we can use them. So we have also this for the agile. We shall also start this when we are working as a team. After you've been grouped in teams, you will learn how to use some of these other tools. And so many. There are so many calendars and business here. And all of them are under frameworks. This is a business model. I told you during the launch stage, everyone is going to come up with a business model of their application. And this is just to show you how the business model looks like. And we shall have a full course about business models, so you don't have to look at it right now. It's not so important right now for you. So there are so many canvases here when you come to when we shall come to that stage. Also have here those who are passionate about space and have where from. These are just illustrations for your users. For example, you've gone to interview or maybe collect information from a potential user. You have to show them a sketch of how you are, of the components of your product or your app through such illustrations. So let's go to this one, images. You can always import images and you use them on your sketch or on your prototype, just the way we were doing in Scratch. So it's not any different. When I click on import images, this is going to come up, and I can say import from my computer, which I always do because I don't keep my stuff here. Then we go to just answer this, and then content library. So under content library, we haven't yet come to that. So, but these ones are the important ones, and maybe the last one here, to draw. So to draw, when you click on draw, you'll have pens here coming up. These are tools, and the rubber here, which you can use this is the color. And if I choose this highlighter, I can just highlight using like annotation. Then I can change the color using that. and I just do the highlighting using that tool. So we are now going to, we sent you slides for persona, and our agenda today, we want to look at user, primary persona, and so before I move on, who can tell me now, who is a persona? What is a persona? Let's let someone raise up their hand. I see Trevor. What is a persona? We are not hearing you. You're still muted.
Teacher, persona is a generalized representation of your ideal customer.
Okay, all right. Thank you. Who wants to try in their own words? What do you think in your own words? What's a persona? What do you understand? Or if someone wants to try, what's the difference between primary persona and secondary persona? Yesterday we looked at the persona and the negative persona, and we said the persona is someone who you intend, or maybe who you anticipate to use your product, who you predict that they will use your innovation. And the negative persona is that person who is just having other intentions which are different from your intentions of making the product. For example, if I'm making juice, and I'm making juice for people to drink or to take, but then there's this person who is buying the juice just to give to shower the dogs. So that is going to be as it can be, that person might be my persona because I'm making money. But the best example is those people who ask for jaribu when you're selling nuts, and those people say, me, I just want to test. Let me test before I buy. And after testing, they say they are not nice, so they are not buying. So, and you have so many of them in a day, and you don't even have to sell. Those are negative personas, people who are not important in your business. Let's get to hear from Benjamin. Your hand is up.
Teacher Solomon,
Yeah.
I can't get anything. I cannot press anything. When I press it, it says I cannot press anything because they are locked. How can I make them unlock?
Right click it, and then when you right click on something, you can click on where there is lock, and then you will see unlock coming. Then you unlock it.
Thank you.
Cool. So now, Christian, please.
Teacher, I wanted to screen share and show you what my mural is saying. Teacher, I wasn't able to see what you were doing because I was signing into Moro.
Oh,
anyway, let me show you. So teacher, which one of these things do I click?
Just click, don't click on them. Just click, let me see. Just click anywhere.
Anywhere.
Nice, but maybe later. Where you see nice, but maybe later.
Okay, where is nice but maybe later?
Down, the last one.
Okay. Teacher, I wasn't able to see, so I didn't know what to
On
do.
that, click on this one here. Click
on which?
That one which you're seeing, that box you're seeing. Which
box,
says,
this one.
No, this one where you're saying you recently opened Moros. You are recently opened Moros, that one. Yeah, so that's the one we are working with.
So teacher, it's taking long to load. Now
So,
teacher, what do I do?
Now, when you're there, we are looking at these tools. We were talking about these tools. Now, since you were not following, we have shared a recorded video, but we were just explaining these tools here, which you're seeing on your screen. These tools here are the ones we were talking about. So you can keep on clicking on them and then see what each of them does.
I click on these boxes.
Yes, yes. And you can even have calls with your teammates using Moro. So we shall show
Let me
you.
try it. I'll click this talk. Do I click start?
No, don't start. We are not yet we're already on a Zoom call. It can't work when we are on a Zoom call.
Okay. So teacher, what do we do next?
Just now, wait. I'm going to show you what to do next. You can stop sharing your screen now and we proceed.
Okay.
Performances are really great. And I think it's an interest that actually we've had for quite a while. It's Hunger Games.
Sorry, I was muted and I was talking to myself. I beg to be excused. So let me also delete this one here. So now I'll get back to you who has questions. So let me first explain something. So a persona, as we said yesterday, is just a representation, just a drawing. For example, this is one of my personas. I can just put here, I click on this, then I put text, and I add, this is maybe gift. Gift is, so if it's locked like this, you right click, then you click unlock. So let me unlock all of them, unlock all here. And then I unlock all the elements such that I can edit them. So from 27 years, I can put maybe, let me see, if I wanted to edit this one, I put, so if I can delete it and I put my own sticky note, I showed you how to do that. So, but if you want to edit this, you just right click it, stop moving it. Stop moving, Christian. Otherwise, I will disable you. For now, just leave them the way they are. So if you want to edit this, you right click and then you edit. Click on edit, then you can put maybe gift is 9 years. you can do it for so many personas and have them here. So I think I will need to disable. Christian, I told you to not stop moving, so I'll disable you for now. Okay, now that's done. So this is what we are talking about. I can change my, let me see what else I can change. Christian, stop moving the Moro. Or then we shall see if I can delete. Okay. So you can then, if they are maybe in school, you can put that. Then you can put their job here. These are just demographics, are just something about the character, the features of someone, or something about someone. And then when we look at technology, what technology do they want? So they have maybe a house which has Internet of Things. Things are connected together and they are controlled by maybe a remote. And then they use Apple devices. They have iPads, they have iPhones and MacBooks. So this is just to see what they, without having any bias, you just look at what is all about them and what motivates them. So what motivates them is wider range of goods to buy. And they also like to buy groceries whenever they can. Let me delete this. They also want to have access to more shops. These are their motivations. So you group them. According to the topics here. I hope that makes sense. Okay, if it makes sense, then these are just also frustrations. I want everyone to try have a different color on your mural. Change the color of your mural, then you add, then you can add the, this is what you're going to do when you are, so what you're going to do when you're coming up with the personas for your different or innovations or for your different products. They don't have to be the same. And this is now your innovation. What can you do about their problem and frustrations? Maybe they need 24-hour availability of water. Maybe they can choose from lots of shops, wide variety of products of any kind. So my application helps them to access so many shops and so many products, varieties of products. And we are 24-hour. My application is 24 hours available to them. Makes sense now. So let me first, we shall not talk about, we want to stop this class, it's time. But then I'm going to take some questions. I see the other way, instead of just, if you don't have a picture of that person, you can just use a sketch. Like you see here, we had a sketch. But then here, if you want, you can just add a photo or just draw that person. You don't have to go to someone and take their picture. It's not allowed. So you can just use a sketch. Then you can add so many personas while going to your right. Add another persona if like you see here, we have two. But if you want, you can add another one here if it's needed. So now let me take some questions. Today we just wanted to introduce Moro and also talk about And so you will be in teams. Your teams will have a minimum of 2 people. So we don't expect anyone to work alone throughout this throughout the adventure that we are going to be taking on. So let me just take some questions, then we close for today and we shall resume tomorrow. I see Benjamin, your hand is up. Let me start with you.
Teacher Solomon.
Yes, please.
Even when I tried to unlock them, they failed.
They don't fail. I just told you that when you click on it here and then right click, there is this lock here. You can lock or unlock it. So I showed you the other time when I was unlocking. So let me try to lock. Okay, any member can unlock. So when I click this one, now I have locked it. So when it tells me to unlock, right click the element. So when I right click, there is this unlock which comes, or maybe unlock all which comes. Yeah. So you can now play around. I see Gabriela, I see let me take Babiri and Nakato.
Excuse me, teacher. When are we getting teammates?
I think you'll be getting teammates by the end of this week.
Okay.
Then I see another question, another hand from Mina and Einstein.
Excuse me, teacher. Can you please send the recorded video?
Yes, please. I'm going to send. I hope you saw the one for yesterday.
Yes, teacher.
Also, excuse me, teacher, I have another question. Teacher, is it okay to like have a team of 3 or 4 or 5 members?
Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah.
We can give you a team. By the way, if we team you up and you feel like you have friends who are not in the Ignite and you want them to be part of your team, you can add them to your team, but you will be the team leaders.
Okay, teacher.
Yeah, only Ignite participants are supposed to be team leaders. But you can also have other friends who are not in the Ignite in your team. Let me take Christian. So before we go, Trevor, let me take Trevor.
Teacher, it is still saying create work.
Saying that was forcing me to. Teacher, I wanted to ask that when I go to my Moro, it's not showing those settings of like when you can put sticky notes.
The sticky notes are here on your left here. When you click on the first icon here, notice that.
Yes, that's when I go to mine. Like when I go to mine, teacher, let me show you what it shows on mine.
All right.
Teacher, let me show you what happens in mine. Could I screen share?
Yes, please.
In this side.
Now, yeah, I had disabled you, but I'm going to let me first wait. You are playing around with the screen and I disabled you. So let me enable you. So you try now. Refresh.
Refresh. Teacher, so you can't make us here?
We shall show you how to do that. So then now let's you can stop sharing your screen.
Okay, I've got the setting.
All
Wait,
right.
one more thing is that I want to know like how you can, oh sorry, how you can get sticky notes and put them there.
Just click on the sticky notes here, then click on it and move it. You don't release. Be as if you're moving a scratch block and putting it the other side.
Then you can
Right.
type anything.
Yes, you can now click on the T. This T is the one for text. Then you type anything. Okay, now if you're done with your questions, we want to now close this session by I hope everyone has received. I don't know whether everyone is in the group, but we announced the people who are going to be in the finals. Who are going to be in the finals on Saturday for the Young Innovator of the Month. So let me also share that. And for those of you sharing. So you can see. So these are the finalists for this month's Innovator of the Month who was selected. I think you attended these events. So the first person to present will be Okay, so the first person to present is going to be Michelle Nankunda, then Nasolo Maria Patricia will present next. Then Zefa Kawakama will present next. Then Christian Businje will present next. And then we shall have Mina Sentongo presenting next. Then Sewanyana Brian will present next. Then Moganga Karen will present next. Then Paji Trami Ann will present next. Then Trevor Oyet will present next. Then the last person to present will be Kyla. So if you change your project names, please send an email or WhatsApp, and then we shall change such that the judges want to know the project names before Saturday, and also to put you on the voting list, or put the name of your project. So you let us know if you change the project name by the end of this, I think by tomorrow. Now, let me take the questions and we end this discussion. I'll send you the module. Today's module is for Scratch is I think about we have up to 10 modules, and the module for Scratch today, which we shall send you, which is easy. You just go through and finish the assignments that come up at the end. And also we shall share this recorded video. And also the link to Moro, let me share it again. Try practicing when you're free. Try practicing. If you're not in the group, please send me a message and I'll send you a link to join the WhatsApp group. So let me take Mina, I see your hand is still up. You want to ask?
Excuse me, teacher. Is it possible if you send the link for Moro via the WhatsApp, our WhatsApp number, so that we can access it and we use it, because we have not been able to use it now?
Yeah, I'll send it via WhatsApp as well, or via email as well. So then I see Farid asking, how do we log in? Farid, when you follow that link, you will be asked to create an account using your Gmail, and after creating your account, you will be inside the workspace.
Excuse me, teacher, do we have lessons tomorrow?
Yeah, tomorrow we have lessons. We told you that the lessons are going to be daily because it's going to be 2 weeks. Except maybe when we have finals, like on weekends, there is where we shall not have the lessons. But we may excuse you, we may not have a lesson on Friday for you to prepare for your finals, for those of you who are participating in the finals.
Okay, teacher, thanks.
All right. Let me take Benjamin. Benjamin, you're still muted.
I forgot my hand up.
Oh, sure. Sorry. Then let's have Christian.
I also wanted to say that when the meeting ends, will these people also leave the mural?
Pardon?
When the meeting ends, do we also leave mural?
Yeah, you leave Moro, but you can stay there and practice. When you get tired, you leave Moro. Yeah.
So if I'm muted, can we turn on talk?
Pardon?
If we're muted in mural, can we turn on talk?
Yeah, you can.
Or do I turn it on?
No, not now.
But when I'm muted, do I?
Okay, let's get to hear from Trevor.
Teacher, the morals are still refused. It's saying create workspace.
It's because for you don't follow the link that we share. Just click on the link. It's not going to.
Teacher, I clicked it, but it still takes me to that. It says go to dashboard. I click on go to dashboard and
You share your screen and I see. I have another meeting starting in 2 minutes. So you'll be fast. You've not even you click go back. Have you really followed the link that we sent you? Click on the link, don't click on the link, don't do your own stuff. Okay, I think we shall, I'll guide you tomorrow when we have the time, but because it's too late, you can follow through the, we shall send the link again, then you follow through the video, how we were accessing it. And then you, tomorrow as we start, we shall guide you. So that's it. Let me allow you to rest and we'll please make sure you complete the assignments. And those who are participating in the finals, I wish you good luck and try to make it the best. See you tomorrow.
Thank you, teacher. Bye, teacher.
Thank you. Go tomorrow.
Teacher, I also want to ask one more thing. Is that are we going to have a project? What are we supposed to do a project? Teacher, are we supposed to do a project?
Yes. You're presenting also on Saturday, Christian.
So I went to the semi-finals.
Yeah, you went to the finals.
Oh, okay.
Are we supposed to do the work that you had given us tomorrow? No. That work, if you've already understood Moro, you can do it in Moro. But if you've not understood Moro, then just do it on the slides. If you have understood Moro very well, that's the best way to do it. Thank you for the question gift. Bye, everyone.